What check this shit out. Hold up.
Yo, I don't really know what to say yet.
So this video was taken off YouTube because of medical misunformation, COVID misinformation or something. I don't know what I said about COVID. Obviously, I don't want to piss them off and get them to remove this too, so I'm just going to play the very beginning to refresh your memory if you're one of like the 25 people or so who saw it, because I don't know why they had to censor something from a channel that has literally here. I'm not even gonna go any further right now. I'm just gonna show you what it's saying. So literally, like, this whole video is about me talking about the WAR in the other place that's across the ocean. And I have to be careful with that because I assuming that's the real reason, because it really doesn't make sense. Here they say policy violated, medical misinformation. YouTube doesn't allow content that explicitly disputes the efficiency of local health authorities or WHO guidance on social distancing and self-isolation that may lead people to act against that guidance. Learn more here. So I pretty much read that part first, and then I reviewed the video. I reviewed it like 2 times, and I talked about COVID one time, and I literally said, what did I say? I said everything was fake on news. I didn't say that the WHO is fake. I said everything, like, and I was exaggerating, but I said everything was was fake, and I said it didn't have to be about Donald Trump, and it didn't have to be about COVID. That was literally the only thing I mentioned about COVID, and the rest was about the WAR in the eastern part of Europe. Yeah, because yeah, I don't know, man. This is crazy. It's silly, man. The reason why I think it's so crazy is because they're censoring like a channel that's not even close to being monetized. I mean, if a single-digit subscribers, like literally single digits. I even have 10 subscribers yet. Literally, I'm not trying to get subscribers. I started my YouTube channel just so that I didn't lose my videos or my songs that I made, because I always lost every other song that I made in the studio, or like it's floating around, but I don't know where to find it, and that got on my nerves. So I didn't want to lose it if my phone broke or if I lost my phone that I had them all on. So I put them on YouTube at first, and then when people started wanting to hear them, like the people I know, and some of the people I met through Rap Chat, I started being like, yeah, and this is recently kind of, I started being like, yeah, maybe I'll try to make some other videos and get some more people to watch and stuff. And this video was maybe on for 5 days tops, maybe less than that, like 3 days. And I guess I triggered a flag that they literally sent this video by a person who has 8 subscribers, I think, and raps mostly, and has kids, and like, I mean, I have vulgar language all over my thing. I have bad stuff that I wouldn't let my kids listen to ever on my channel. They never said anything about that, because I mean, I assumed we're allowed to express ourselves as long as we click the button that says no, this is not for children, which I do in every video, which I did for this video and every other video. Same with, they already censored another video, the honking thing where I talked about the Freedom Convoy. They censored that one too, but they didn't give me like a warning. They just, well, they kind of gave me a warning. They told me to review the policies and make sure that I did. But the thing was, I clicked the button that says no, this is not for children, and they still said, even though you click that button, we might still like make it more restricted so that people have to be signed into their accounts, and actually they have to be signed in on their own account, and they have to make sure that the account that they're signed in on is an account of somebody who's over 18 or something like that, in order to see the video. So that's why if you're under 18 and you're allowed to listen to swear words and music, that's why you haven't seen that video in a long time, or why it's like it might be censored on, like, it might just say like video unavailable or something, if you're on the playlist. But anyways, I just find it fascinating that they're censoring me before I even have a chance to talk to anybody at all outside of people who know me pretty much, or like people that I've randomly met. Like I'm not like nobody, well, like this is completely local. I just don't understand it. Like, so I'm starting to think, like, do they? And no, I'm not trying to make misinformation. YouTube, please don't hurt me. Don't take my channel away, please, because I enjoy this. I do enjoy putting things out, and I'm more than willing to abide by your rules. I just want to understand them first, because this is the kicker right here, right? So the funny thing, the thing that really cracks me up about it is that it says here about this. So I reviewed it, and I noticed that I didn't say a damn word about COVID pretty much. And I reviewed it like 2 times. So I was like going to appeal it, and I was going to be like, this is, I actually acknowledge that I kind of went a little too far, and I said a lot of bad, like, mean words, and I cursed, and I kind of, said, like, was kind of rude-ish about me. I was passionate because I don't want to send kids or young men from our country over to fight in a war when we have too many problems here to worry about. Hopefully that doesn't get censored. I don't know. I hope that doesn't go through the earth. Like, I don't know. Maybe they have a policy now that you cannot have a neutral stance on war. I'm not sure. But that's all I talked about in this whole thing. So I was gonna appeal, but then I read up here where it says, take a look at your content, blah, blah, blah. It says, first review all policies, particularly any listed here. And it says, then take a look at your content. So I did that. And it says, then take a look at your content again. So I did that. And then it says in brackets, I read this. This is the punchline. This is the kicker right here. This is the one. This is it. Like, this is the money shot. All right. You'll want to make sure that your content follows all policies, not just the ones identified. Issues found later can also impact your video. So pretty much, if you want a translation, it says, if you appeal this, don't bother, because if we really don't want the video on, we're just not going to put it back on, because we'll find something else wrong with it. That's pretty much what that says. Like, you don't need to be a genius to figure that out. Sorry if you might call that misinformation, YouTube, but it's not medical. So hopefully that doesn't violate any policies. This is hilarious. I just don't know why they are censoring me when it's all good. I mean, they didn't give me a strike. I appreciate it. I'm grateful for their platform. I say some things that are controversial, so I mean, I guess I'm glad they didn't give me a strike, because I did go a little bit too far in this video. And if they had made it restricted or something like that, they had restricted it like they did with the honking video, then I would have probably took it off myself after reviewing it, because I only watched it one time after I made it, like the time I put it up, I'm pretty sure. And if I did watch it before or any other time, it would be that I left a playlist playing, because this was on a playlist, and that would have maybe happened once or twice. So I don't know. But anyways, this was just a shock for me, man. This is funny. So yeah, so I appreciate them, bringing it to my attention that it was kind of going too far, what I did in this video, or what I said in this video, because I acknowledge that if I had reviewed it after they, gave me a warning about, if they said, review our policies, we're just making this video restricted for now, then I would have reviewed the policies, and I would have reviewed the video, and I would have said, you know what, I probably took this too far, and I would have took it down. but I just can't believe they said medical misinformation. It just shows, it just kind of like screams, you know, we just want to take your video down and we're just using any damn excuse we can because we really don't have a policy that you broke. I mean, they might. I haven't really. I'm not reading 4,000 pages. I'm not sure if it's that long. It might be shorter. Might be longer. I don't know because sometimes they do that crap. But I'm not doing it because it's just not worth it. I reviewed the video and I agree with them. It was a little bit too much. I guess I was a little bit too passionate. I didn't want to be offending people who might have like relatives that are in the middle of that conflict. So I apologize if I offended anybody. But yeah, so just next time, YouTube, if you ever see this video, maybe this video will get flagged somehow and a human can watch it. If you're watching it and you're from YouTube, just like, you know, be honest. If you don't want the video, at least with me, write it down. Like put it in your record, your folder, or something like on the computer. You can bring up my account when you're going to censor another video and have it listed that he doesn't give a rat's ass. Just tell him to delete it. He will delete it. Like, you don't have to do this. I know most of the policies. I have read the policies, but I read it once, and they're ever changing. They're ever changing. I mean, when I read it, there's probably, you know, half of the things that were in the policy when I read it is probably been changed, and they are probably all the opposite now because the rules change for everything else so fast. It's probably no different with YouTube, but I don't mean to bash YouTube too much. I just want them to be honest enough, or at least honest with me, because I recognize, you know, the political situation and the pressure and stuff. You guys got to do what you got to do because of the, you know, whatever. I don't know what. I'm not going to speculate, but you got to do what you got to do. It's your job, right? It's your job. You got to censor stuff that might be problematic to people you support. It doesn't matter. You get, like, I don't know if you do. I'm just saying I understand. There's probably a ton of reasons that you guys need to censor the particular content, even as ludicrous as it seems sometimes to that you guys deny that it doesn't all go in one political direction. But and honestly, I could care less about that because I don't even live in the U.S., so it's not like I'm talking about that. I'm talking about Canadian politics, which, yeah, that kind of, yeah, you guys are censoring that shit too. Like, I don't know, maybe I gotta stop talking about Canadian politics now. Like, all right, I'll just stick to music, YouTube. How about that? We'll have no more problems. I'm gonna stick this video up. It's gonna be my last opinion on controversial subjects piece that I'm gonna have, other than songs, which, you know, like I mostly put metaphors and stuff, so hopefully that won't be a big deal. And I'll try to stay away from those topics. How about that, YouTube? Because you do provide me with a good service, and I appreciate it. But I just wanted to make sure everybody saw this, that they could see, you know, what video it was. I didn't play any part of the video that was talking about anything to do with what you guys cited or anything that violated any policies. I'm quite positive of that. So I'm gonna upload this video now. All right, thank you for everything, YouTube, and thank you for watching my my channel. I think whoever's reviewing my content, I think they watch it more than the people that actually watch my channel, which is very few people. So thank you for being one of my fans, I guess, or one of the people that watch it a lot. All right, peace. Wait, what? All right, hold on.